The ball is going to go through very quickly. It's a new white ball. There's probably not going to be a lot of spin, turn, and the pitch, I think it's going to be a little bit lower, so just pitch it up, and a little bit quicker, it'll be a little bit flat.
And he has that fielder in that slip position for that ball that goes on with the angle to the left-handed Shahjil Khan. To the right-hand, he also has that slip for the one that might just grip. Aaron Pollard did mention some moisture, so it might just be a little bit tacky early on.
Pakistani batsman quick between the wickets, perhaps thinking that instead of trying to hit the ball everywhere, get a good start, get a feel of the pitch. They talk about moisture. There is some moisture in there. There are a couple of cracks. There's been a lot of rain recently. So the pitch should not be quick. So they're going to try to manipulate the spaces.
जी सर सर्विस स्टार्ट चाहिए ये ले जिंदगी बचाना ज्यादा जरूरी है सर्विस का सर्विस गुड सर्विस जैसे The Educators, a project of Beacon House. New Islamabad Airport से मुत्तसिल Top City One की ideal location पर Star Twin Towers, a radius drive. Double कीजिए Star Marketing Private Limited. इससे के लिए सबसे अहम है हर वो फासला जो आप अपने के लिए तय करते हैं से पहुंचाए मंजिल तक हाईटेक लुब्रिकेंट्स लिमिटेड
देश को ही इंसान की खुशियां तो देखिए स्क्रीन पे सीन सैड है तो क्या हो इन कंट्री तो गुड है दुनिया भर में खुशी मिलती है कुछ पाने से
Nice to see Jason Holder fresh and firing. He's played so much cricket this year. He's even had a chance to take a small rest. So for him to come back now and just be ready, getting himself ready for the T20 World Cup. Remember, this is his third, then the second, then the first. There are only 3 more games to the West Indies before the World Cup comes along. These games are very important for every player. Jason Holder, a very important player to the West Indies.
Just an adjustment in the field. The fine leg comes to the inner circle. Point goes back on the boundary. Goes through the one side. That field that was just brought in the inner circle for Mario Shepherd and the first boundary for Shahjil Khan and Pakistan.
Well, I think Shahjil took advantage of the direction of this delivery. It wasn't a bad length, but the line was wrong. It was just about leg stump. It's swinging into his pads. That's a free hit. And once the man is brought up into the circle from Mario Shepherd, that's 4.
Overcompensate. This time goes wide. A little bit surprised for Shahjil Khan. Admittedly, so am I. With that not being called a wide.
That is what I thought would happen to this pitch. There's going to be a little bit of two-pace situation. One will come through, one will not come through because this pitch has not been used for a very long time. Nearly 2 years since they've had international cricket here at Providence. It looks good, it's firm,
downswing for Jason Holder. That's the inner portion of the bat from Shajil Khan. T20 is this year for Shajil Khan. 142 strike rate. Likes to get after the ball, and that's the rule that he will be given in this lineup to give the innings some momentum and impetus. Gets the connection this time in his favored area, Shajil Khan, and finishes the over with an important boundary. 2 gone, 13 without loss.
Now bigger and softer.
आ गया नया एरियल ब्लू फॉर्मूले के साथ जो गिराएगा धूल मिट्टी और पसीने के दागों की हर दीवार
इंतहाई शफाफ और मजबूत इमारती शीशा आपके घरों दफातर और प्लाजों के लिए तारिक फ्लोट ग्लास a commitment to quality.
Yeah, I agree with that. 2 new balls, just 2 men outside the circle, a lot of space outside the back of that circle.
Mohammad Rizwan, he too favors that one side, likes to score backward of square. With the spinners, just help that ball through that vacant 45 area. But there is a 45, there is a backward square. So the West Indies have done their homework against him.
I think Akhil Hussain is doing the right thing. He's pushing the ball through a little bit. And because he's doing that, the batsmen are not sure if they should be coming forward and just trying to get to the length. They will pin back onto the crease. Chargil, I think, has decided, well, look, it's Mohammad is just there. He's going to take charge. Chargil is going to be the one who's going to hit the ball around. Rizwan is just going to be circumspect.
Goes with this one and gets the maximum. The first 6 of the innings. But I will just want to confirm from my vantage point, it clearly did go over. So a good healthy blow from Mohammad Rizwan.
And I was just suggesting you be circumspect, but not with that one. That was way too short. And because it was that short, it could be pulled from outside off stump through mid-wicket for the maximum. Very, very good shot. I think Hussain would know that that was way too short. And with his pace, a batsman will hit him through mid-wicket every time. So he's going to have to pull a little bit quicker, maybe outside of the stump. You can't be pulling that on middle stump. Way too short, way too slow. 6.
There's a fielder in the top corner position now for Akhil Hussain. This time he goes straight. And another maximum, consecutive 6s for the ever-impressive Mohammad Rizwan.
When Mohammad Rizwan plays like this, always, this is why he opens the bat in. That one was pitched up. Again, a little bit too slow. He moved to the pitch of the ball, gave himself space. He was on the leg stump, and then pushed it back over a long off for 6. That was very nicely played. It's nice.
Excellent anticipation as well. The previous delivery was short and whacked over mid-wicket. This time, he sort of anticipated that the bowler will come a little bit fuller, especially having set that field with the cow corner and deep backward square. Just made a shimmy down the pitch and got to the pitch on another 6, and it is a this one, and also is going to be a free hit. So what an opportunity for Mohammad Rizwan. for a hat-trick of sixes here in this, the second T20 International. This is the first one, pulled away in that vacant area, made the accommodation with the field, and this time advances down the trap. And another maximum for him. It's an expensive over so far, 13 from it. Goes again, doesn't get the connection. That was the free, that dot ball the result.
But I think that's the pace he needs to be bowling. Because that was flatter and quicker. Rizwan did try to get that over the top also, but the ball got onto him much too quick. That's exactly where Akil was saying. He's supposed to be bowling quicker and flatter.
Long on now in position. You can see it's a cat and mouse game really. Karen Pollard making subtle changes. Mohamed Rizwan deciding in the different areas he wants to score as well. So it's good, enticing and engaging cricket between these two, as you would expect always. Entertainment, Pakistan and West Indies.
First 6 overs is a power play. And normally you ask for at least 60 runs, 70 runs, 10, 11, 12 even runs per over in those 6.
Just a single to end. 15 runs from the over. 3 gone, 28 without loss.
New refreshing taste. Pepsi.
Hello, summertime, bringing smiles our way, 'cause our love is making life beautiful.
सोए असल राविन रोड पर सफारी गार्डन लाहौर 5 और 10 मरला के रिहायशी ब्लॉक्स 2 और 3 मरले के कमर्शियल
देश को दे इन सबकी खुशियां तो देखें। स्क्रीन पे सीन सैड है तो क्या हो, इनका सीन तो गुड है। दुनिया भर में खुशी मिलती है कुछ पाने से, और हम बांट के ही खुश हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि जॉय है शेयरिंग में।
New Islamabad Airport से मुत्तसिल टॉप सिटी 1 की आइडियल लोकेशन पर स्टार ट्विन टावर्स हवेलीज चॉइस।
Just surprised that Chris Gale has been brought on so quickly for Jason Holder. I would have thought Jason Holder probably could have bowled one more over. But maybe Karen Pollard is also thinking that Chris Gale could be the man with his magician fingers. Gale normally gets wickets. Somehow around he doesn't.
Mohamed Rizwan, not really known to be a power hitter, more manipulator of the ball. Small in stature, but an interesting stat for him. He's at 25 sixes in T20 cricket, T20 international cricket in 2021. 25 sixes. Only Evan Lewis with 28 has hit more. That's remarkable from this man, who you wouldn't think would hit so many sixes, but he surprised us all. You have to bowl back that one, Chris Gale.
That one was called a wide. Previous one in the case over was not called.
He has to bowl close. He has to bowl straight because of the field. His protection is on the one side, deep mid wicket, long on. You can understand the thinking from Chris Gale, but just straying down the leg side too much. time he compensates and Karen Pollard could only bubble it over his head, one-handed. Was an opportunity. And Karen Pollard, that goes down as a drop catch.
There was a loud shout of catch that. And Pollard is a tall man. He got up there, but the ball was also traveling very, very quickly. So had he taken that, that would have been spectacular.
The wide through, the offside this time, spectacular for you and I, Colin. Not for Karen Pollard. That's expected of him.
I agree. He's that tall. He should have taken it.
Just makes a shimmy to the offside and scores a boundary on his favourite side, backward of square on the one side. Very familiar scoring area for Mohamed Rizwan.
Not sure what Gale's plan is here. Is this supposed to be fooling the batsman? That was a full toss, just about middle and leg stump. All Rizwan had to do was just paddle it around. There's nobody at backward square leg, no fine leg. That's 4.
It was difficult bowling in the power play if you're a specialist in this regard. Even more so now. If you're not used to it for Chris Gale, it's going to be challenging for him. Aaron Pollard just getting some treatment. Once again, huge shout. Not interested, umpire Leslie Reefer Jr. Will they go for the review? Chris Gale is thinking about it.
He's interested, of course. He's a bowler. He's now asking his wicketkeeper what he thinks. He's got 5 seconds.
I think it was outside off stump, point of contact, not directly behind the bowler, so I could be wrong. Runs from that over, 4-1, and 39 without loss.
New Islamabad Airport से मुत्तसिल टॉप सिटी 1 की आइडियल लोकेशन पर स्टार ट्विन टावर्स अवेदीज चॉइस अपना कीजिए स्टार मार्केटिंग प्राइवेट लिमिटेड
रेस खुलते ही इंसान की खुशियां तो देखिए कॉलेज के पहले दिन नए दोस्तों की खुशी क्योंकि जॉय है शेयरिंग में
पुरकशिश ग्लास डोर डिजाइन डिजिटल डिस्प्ले देख कूलिंग मोड्स की इजी सिलेक्शन 5-way कूलिंग के साथ
bring home freshness and taste
bring home green.
Fair to him, he went for the ball when it deflected off the pad, so can't be too harsh on him for not going for that one. Chris Gale should have tried to convince him a little bit more.
For some seniority, of course.
Holder in the meantime has switched ends, bowling from the media center and now the previous over for him from the pavilion end. Just look at the start from Pakistan. It's been solid. Exactly what they need in the power play, trying to capitalize on the field restriction as well as the new hard ball. That one was hit with some power. When he hits them, they stay hit. Shahjil Khan against the wind. Really magnificent shot.
Jason Hall is not generating a lot of pace at all. That ball was just a short of a length, as if he's trying to bowl a slow delivery, but it's way too short. And all the batsman had to do, Shahjil Khan, is just swivel and pull, maximum.
In the air, and he's gone. Jason Holder gets the first wicket for the West Indies. Simple catch by Akil Hussain. And he makes up for that previous 6 that was hit off him.
The West Indies celebrate this wicket, but I think the batsman will be very disappointed because he could have hit that a little bit harder. He just tapped that to the man Mid on, maybe. As we planned, it's 46 for 1.
रेस खुलते ही इन सब की खुशियां तो देखिए स्क्रीन पे सीन सैड है तो क्या हो इनका सीन तो गुड है दुनिया भर में खुशी मिलती है कुछ पाने से और हम बांट के ही खुश हो जाते हैं क्योंकि जॉय है शेयरिंग में
हाई शफाफ और मजबूत इमारती शीशा आपके घरों, दफातर और प्लाजों के लिए तारिक फ्लोट ग्लास, a commitment to quality. From the most trusted brand in Pakistan.
comes our dream refrigerator. Bring home freshness and taste.
Bring home green, making life beautiful.
नया ऑलवेज 3-in-1 जो कपड़े के मुकाबले में लीक न हो इसकी विंग्स अपनी जगह पे रहें और बच्चों को दूध में ले जाएं ताकि आप उन्हें फेवरेट है Now available in 10 natural and fashion colors. Gala Gola. Level up your hair.
ये दिलकश रंग जमेंगे सब मंजर हमसे सजेंगे अब वादा पूरा करेंगे
Pakistan's #1 paint.
Might just be a leg by, yes. Still not off the mark, Baba Azam.
You talk about Baba Azam, yes, he's a tremendous cricketer. That was a leg by, but Baba is one of those cricketers who is adaptable. He plays everywhere, any format, and makes runs. But then in the picture also, Jason Holder, somehow or other, though I think today, he looks a little bit under the weather. He doesn't seem to be running in with a lot of pace.
Very hot and humid out in the middle. A successful over before Jason Holder and the West Indies comes to an end. 5 gone. 48 for 1.
Now available in 10 natural and fashion colors. Gala Gola. Level up your hair. Now bigger and softer.
New refreshing taste. That's it. Concordia Colleges का focus है आपकी कामयाबी Concordia Colleges, a project of Beacon House. New Islamabad Airport से मुत्तसिल Top City 1 की ideal location पर Star Twin Towers, a Radi's choice. Lapa कीजिए Star Marketing Private Limited. ये दिलकश रंग जमेंगे सब मंजर हमसे सजेंगे अब वादा पूरा करेंगे
Pakistan's #1 paint.
सड़क पे दुनियादारी फिर भी कह रहे हैं नसी दिमाग को पूरा टक्कर खोल के पीछा पूरी बोतल जो होगा कुछ और ठंडक मिलेगी तुझको अंदर दिन आए पर लाइफ जारी क्या
It's just a range of strokes that Rizwan has. He's a busy player, both sides of the wicket. Hello, Stacia.
He also had the chance for choice of not to play at this delivery. Seemed a bit wide. It would have been called a wide. But with all feelers in on that circle, on that ring, he's able to pierce the field and get 4 runs.
Rizwan moves about the crease. He's not just limited to one scoring area. He enjoys batting with the limitations of only 2 fielders outside in the power play. He's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant to watch in the last 16 games where he's opened the batting for Pakistan. Strike rate as well, 140. So he's got this year, and that dangerous combination, high average, high strike rate in this format. Is superb and phenomenal, but leadership qualities as well.
In that series against England, he would have scored 176 runs in just 3 innings, with an average of 88, as you mentioned earlier, Bish. So that's very good. And himself and Baba Azam, who has just come to meet him in the middle, would have put on in the first T20 in England 150-run partnership to go on and score 232 runs. Their highest total yet in a T20I.
Tough tour for Pakistan. You talked about that England tour in the ODIs, in the T20s. Babar Azam himself. So long, premier guy, top ranked batsman in T20, so it's a nice combination with the top. Sure, you see, that's the other thing, Stacey, and for viewers tuned in around the region and around the world, he doesn't only hit the boundaries. You heard about his six hitting, but his ability to get off strike, to reduce a dot ball percentage is also a key.
I think that's key all round. Once you're playing at this level, you're expected to rotate the strike, you're expected to hit boundaries as well.
That Pat, our analyst, and he's an excellent analyst. We'll come back to it if you want.
आ गया नया एरियल ब्लू फॉर्मूले के साथ जो गिराएगा धूल मिट्टी और पसीने के दागों की हर दीवार
Hello, summertime, bringing smiles away, 'cause now life is bright. I know,
Crease chili का मजा green
making life beautiful. देश को ही इंसान की खुशियां तो देखी कॉलेज के पहले दिन नए दोस्तों की खुशी क्योंकि जॉय है शेयरिंग में
जी सर सर्विस टैक्स चाहिए ये ले ले आपके पैसे बचेंगे जिंदगी बचाना ज्यादा जरूरी है सर्विस कहाँ है सर्विस ये तो ग्रिप सर्विस जैसी तो फिक्र कैसी new refreshing taste that's it
हाई शफाफ और मजबूत इमारती शीशा आपके घरों दफातर
Good start.
And this was a power play package. Good action so far. It's good movement, good connection. It's just good play by Pakistan. This was the drop catch. And the wicket that fell. But generally, this was a very good power play, 55 with just 1 wicket.
Was unfortunate for the West Indies in that Chris Gale over. That catch was put down by Pollard, but there was also an LBW against Mohammed Rizwan that West Indies did not review. Had they done so, Rizwan would not be there. of off, I think. Top of off for Babarazan is the line to start, length to start. Touch shot, that's a superb shot. It really is a superb. It wasn't what you call halfway down. So well controlled.
He continuing to play his shots, Babarazan. Just turning his wrist, turning this one onto the onside. Beating skipper Pollard in that short mid-wicket position. And gets 4 runs for it.
Not a great start in the over after the first ball from Romario Shepherd. He's under pressure straight away.
He's just training his length. Pitched up delivery and easily flicked away on that leg side. With fine leg being a bit squarer, much squarer. Pace that he bowls with. Ball just runs away to the boundary.
I think the ball that I was talking about, top of off, I think it was the first ball of the over that he bowled to Rizwan that was punched down the ground. Is where he would have wanted to continue within the over. It hasn't worked out.
They're just trying to do too much.
Here he goes again. Hard to keep him quiet, Mohammed Rizwan. 66 for 1.
जी सर सर्विस टैक्स चाहिए ये ले ले आपके पैसे बचेंगे
जिंदगी बचाना ज्यादा जरूरी है सर्विस कहाँ है सर्विस तो गुड सर्विस जैसी तो लेकर कैसी New refreshing taste. That's it. कैटरप वापस आ गया तो शैम्पू बदलना छोड़ हेड एंड शोल्डर्स का बकायदा इस्तेमाल करें खुश्की के जब पर असर 100% तक खुश्की मिटाए और फ्लॉसी से रोके कतरे से बोझ हटा दे हेड एंड शोल्डर ये दिलकश चमेंगे सब मंजर हमसे सजेंगे हम डायरेक्ट पेंट्स पाकिस्तान नंबर 1 पेंट
दुनियादारी फिर भी कहने मेरे नजदीक दिमाग को पूरा टक्कर खोल के पीछा पूरी बॉटल होगा और कंडक्ट लेगी तुझको अंदर दिन मारी पर लाइफ जारी
My kind of life.
की आखिरी तारीख 14 अगस्त 2021
New Islamabad Airport से मुत्तसिल डोम सिटी 1 की आइडियल लोकेशन पर स्टार ट्विन टावर्स अफरीदी स्ट्रॉक
Yeah, well, Junior will know that he has his work cut out for him today. But his variations will be important. We saw him bowl at different speeds in prior series against Australia and South Africa. And he was successful with it, so we'll see how he goes about it, how he builds his innings today.
No finger on it from Walsh anyway, as it ricocheted into the non-striker stumps. Rizwan was back anyway.
Come on, buddy, come on!
Only 5 dots Stacey to Rizwan in this innings. He's got the lowest dot ball percentage of anyone who's faced over 200 balls this year. Apart from David Miller. Only David Miller of South Africa has a lower dot ball percentage than Mohammed Rizwan.
that says a whole lot about the player himself and his character. The importance he will play in this Pakistan team, not just in this series, but as he goes forward and builds more confidence into that World Cup.
Keep your ass back. Come on, good stuff.
It's a combination that I want young West Indians around the Caribbean to develop as well, because we've often talked about the boundary hitting qualities of West Indian batsmen. Well, Rizwan shows you can hit sixes, and he's not a big guy, but he can also manipulate the ball, so it's possible. Good over from Walsh, just 4 off it, 70 for 1.
Tiger value.